How's it going, ladies and bruises? I'm Bobby6Killer and welcome to the Weekly Scratch Extended, a series where we take a more in-depth look at some of the more interesting games.io, and today we are going to be playing Orcish Inn. It's a game in a similar vein to Stardew Valley and Harvest Moon, except the difference is we are an orc and we are building a tavern. Now, I have put about 2 hours of play into this game on my own time, and I am absolutely fucking awful at it. However, it's too good not to show off, so I hope you don't mind me being awful at it. Now, it is a bit slow starting. There's a lot of gathering and a lot of harvesting and that sort of thing to do. We're going to do a few episodes on this, and I thought in between episodes I might do a little bit off camera, just to show a bit of progression. Now it generates a random map every time, and you can scout the map with your balloon before you decide to stay there. One thing that I have noticed, I've started and finished, well, I've started multiple games and played a certain amount each time. One thing I found that's very important is to find a map with a reasonable amount of iron ore on it, because it's very, very important. This actually looks like a pretty good map. So these deposits you see in the cliffs here, these red ones here, that's iron, and occasionally when you harvest these stones here you can get iron. But this looks like a pretty good map to me, so I think we'll just settle here. And here we are. But yeah, we'll just get into it. I know the basics, I certainly don't know everything about how this game works at this point, but I am learning. Okay, now the first thing we want to do is gather some resources. I think one of the main things we want to get right away is some grass, because we need a tent and we need somewhere to sleep. And a tent's one of the easiest things to make early on, but you also need to make a bed, which is unfortunately requires nails, and at this point I haven't figured out a way to actually make nails. The balloon that we dropped off in, he comes by, he's a merchant and he sells you things. And at this point, that seems to be the only way I can figure out to get nails. Like, even when you've got iron and a forge and everything like that, I can't seem to be able to make nails. You only seem to be able to buy them. You can make ingots, which you need for a lot of stuff. Now, which way were the iron ores? There's some iron ore down there. So in our crafting menu, we start with a bit of rope, I believe. So you need to make climbing ropes, and you can use that to get down these cliff edges and move on to the next bit. It's pretty important, because it's actually quite hard to get around, and your stamina goes down very fast, especially when you're hacking away at stone. We got to keep an eye out for the... You were overloaded already. We need to keep an eye out for the balloon man so that we can pick up some nails off of him. I'm not sure how good we did picking this map, but you know, we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. So we're already over encumbered, carrying way too much shit. We're already hungry and exhausted. We're gonna down some bread, keep ourselves going for now, because, you know, I want to stay alive. At this stage, actually, I've noticed, because I've been very starving and very tired, it doesn't seem to kill you if you run out of stamina or you get very, 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 very hungry. All it does is slow you down dramatically and make it so it's very, very hard to accomplish anything, which is also a pain in the ass. But it's better than being dead, isn't it? So, you know, I can roll with that. That's alright. Not a big deal. At this stage, we're just going to harvest shit until we can see the balloon man. There's the balloon man, so we're going to try and snag him before he buggers off. Now, he has crafting recipes as well, which is pretty important, but most of them you can't buy right away. It says the seeds you need to start brewing. Brewing is very, very difficult, and I haven't really managed to accomplish anything with that yet. But hopefully we can do a little bit more this time. I was wondering if he had the recipe for nails. It doesn't look like it, so what we're going to do is we're going to buy a lot of nails. Let's pick up, what do we got, 145? I'll grab another, there we go, 271. Alright, that'll do, that'll do. You start with a reasonable amount of money to kick off, so... Oh, I should have bought some seeds while he was there, actually. But never mind. Alright, he's here, so we'll just check him and see if we can find some seeds as well. So we're going to need oats, we're going to need hops, we're going to need all that good stuff. Sugar beets is for flavouring. That'll be a good start. Now we need to find a nice flat place to start building a building. Maybe we could put our tent down if we can make one. Do we have enough anything? No, we do not. Oh, we need leaves and we need wood, so we're going to have to start hacking some shit down. So these little bushes give you leaves, and obviously the trees give you wood. It doesn't really give you much resources to get started with, and it's very, very hard to get enough to actually make something that you can work with early on. Game's very hard on you like this. This is our last little rope ladder, so that's a pain in the ass already. A big advantage is that stuff that you've already built you can knock down and get back. It just picks the whole thing back up, so you don't have to forge it again. Sometimes you can damage it, but it doesn't destroy it or turn it back into its base elements or anything. You just get back the item itself and it goes in your inventory, which is pretty sweet. Oh, we're hungry as. There we go. So you can charge up your whack with your axe, but when you do, you'll see that every time I take a whack, my hunger dramatically increases. And, you know, some of these things, like the big stumps and like when you're harvesting rock, it's very, very hard to harvest. It takes a long time, so your hunger always goes up massively when you're doing that. Alright, now we're just going to quickly try and harvest up some shit. This is a really good spot, actually. Like, really good. Little logs and bushes, rocks, everything we need. Well, not everything, there's no iron here. There's a lot of stuff I don't know exactly what it does as of yet. Well, hopefully, I don't know how many episodes we can do, maybe 3. I don't know, we'll see how it goes. I don't know how far we will get, but, you know, it's a bit of fun. And if you guys like Stardew Valley, or if you like Harvest Moon, I haven't played a hell of a lot of Stardew Valley at this point, but I was a huge fan of Harvest Moon. I love Harvest Moon and Rune Factory. So if you're into that sort of thing, you'll probably enjoy this. Actually, while I'm on that subject, there is a Steam page for this, where you can follow it and wishlist it. I will put a link to that, and I'll also put a link to the itch.io page for you to go and have a look for yourselves. Alright, so now we've got a tent. I can't put it there. Why can't I put it there? There we go. And now we need a bed, because you can't sleep unless we have a bed. And that's the only way to bring your stamina back up. So what we need is some planks, and to make planks, we need a sawmill. So that's going to be the next step. And to make a sawmill, we need iron, so we need a furnace. You see how it goes? It's a pain in the bum. And the other problem is that you can't use it unless it's inside a building. I'm not sure why that is. Most games will let you work with it inside, outside, doesn't really matter. But this game in particular, you can't do anything with anything unless it's inside a building. Like nothing. You can't do anything. You can build a furnace on the ground, it just won't work until it's inside a building. Same goes for the sawmill and everything like that. I mean, those are sort of things I would consider outside things anyway, so I'm not too sure why it's like that. But let's try and put some flooring to... not that bit, I didn't want that bit of flooring there. Oh, well, that'll do, I'll just stretch it out a bit. Okay, we need a little bit more limestone, I think. Because I'm not happy with that little wonky bit there. And It actually takes a lot of space to build it. Seeing you have to build absolutely everything inside. It can take a lot of space to get yourself up and running. Is that iron? Damn. I'll have that. I didn't even notice that. This is a good spot. I'm into it. I like it. Alright, so we're just going to make a few more floor tiles. 9. Maybe we can put another row in. Sweet. Yeah, that's alright. Oh, I didn't even notice that. Can I get rid of this? I actually don't really know how to get rid of that. Let's pick it up. The balloon man's in the way. Balloon man? You're in the fucking way, man. Move your ass. Dynamite, I don't know what that's for either. Oh, actually, we could probably pick up some fertilizer while we're here too, because that's actually pretty important. That'll help in the long run, as you need that for growing stuff. So the next thing we need to do is build walls. I'm not sure we can build... We'll try and build this furnace. Put this furnace down. See if we can get it functional. Okay, so it is functional, okay. Now what you need to do is you need to put a log, as well as a bunch of iron in here, to get it working. Log, and then it'll start working automatically, so then we can start making our sawmill as soon as it's got one of the iron done. Not really much we can do until then. Once we get the sawmill up, we can start really making some stuff, you know? But really to get this bed underway, because once it's nighttime, it's really good to sleep to get our stamina back, otherwise it tends to drag and we're very, very slow. And there it is. So we have 1 iron, which is enough to build the sawmill, I believe, so we should probably do that. And we will pop the sawmill, I don't know, there. That'll do. Oh, I should have left a gap because now there's no room for walling there, but oh well, fuck it. Never mind. Never mind. Alright, so the next thing we want to do is we're going to build some walls. So I believe for basic walls, these ones, we need the lumber, the thick lumber. You can cut logs into 2 different flavors of lumber, decorative planks or lumber planks. And now it's nighttime. So for the sake of this, the simple basic stuff, we are going to use lumber planks. We'll put in all of our wood, because we can always cut some more. And now we'll just leave that to sawmill away. And maybe we'll go cut some more shit while we, can't sleep or do anything, so... Might as well do something with our time. Try and do something constructive, mightn't we? Might as fucking well. Now it's nice that we got a little network of ropes around here so that we can get around nice and easily. I don't really want to smash this big ass tree. It's going to take a huge whacking to kill. We'll take this little baby one out first as a practice run. And then we'll drop some more food in and... Let's have a go at this tree, eh? While the sawmill works. These big trees turn into stumps when you take them out, and you got to hack the stumps away as well. But you get a fuck ton of wood out of them. Absolute fuck ton. And see, we're starving again already. And now we'll have a go at this stump. See what we can do about that. But yeah, I usually don't like to do stuff off camera. I usually like to see you guys to see the entire process, be it good or bad. But in this case, it is a very slow game. It is very slow, so I think it might be a little bit dull if I do everything on camera. I might take little breaks in between, and so every time I come back to a new episode, I might have gotten a little bit more done. Okay, so we got a nice stack of lumber there, so that we can start building some walls, which is going to take nails, which is why nails are so freaking important. Now, the other thing I want to do is grab... Can I hit this now? I'm sure there was a way to bring those up, but I can't remember. I want to grab a little bit more limestone because we need to extend that out now that I built too close to the edge. So we need a little bit more limestone. I'll just hack this from here, and if we're lucky we'll strike some iron ore at the same time, which would be lovely. Make my life a little bit... There's a little bit there. That make my life a little bit less difficult. Iron is very important, and it's much, much slower to process than wood planks. Yeah, we're starving, we're hungry. Yeah, we're starving, we're hungry. We're starving, we're exhausted, etc, etc. Okay, so we need a few floorings now, a few floor tiles. That will be fine. And we can't put it there because there's probably this cliff in the way, I imagine. Which is a bit of a bugger. But you know what, never mind. Alright, now we'll pick up our harvest here. We will pop some more iron in. Take that. And we will grab our wood. Fucking hell, we got a bunch. And sawdust. I don't really know what we do with sawdust at this point. But, you know. You never know. Everything comes in handy, doesn't it, eventually? Okay, so we're out of resources to build walls at the moment. I don't want to hack this down and move it. I might just do that. Just hack that down and... I'm not sure if that you lose everything inside it or not. Oh, for fuck's sake, I did it again. Okay, okay. Grab that, and then I want to stick it... there's a snap to wall thing, but I don't really know how that works at this point. Is that on the wall? I don't know. That'll work, that'll work. Yeah, that fucked up our logs, didn't it? Oh no, we got loads of logs, it's all good. It's all good. Now we don't want to put too many in. That's too many. Yeah, that's fine. We'll keep that working. This one looks like it's still going. Grab some iron. And yeah, this is kind of the middle game. This is all we're going to be doing for a little while. Actually, what do we need to make this bed? That's sort of a priority at the moment. So we need decorative planks. Maybe we'll switch this to decorative planks for a while. Just so we can get this bed built, so that we can sleep and get our stamina back. That would be super duper. Because I'm sick standing around like a gormless twat, exhausting myself off and, you know, starving and just generally being a moany, grizzly bitch. That's one thing I noticed, having played this game already, is it, for a bit, it's surprising how much of a bitch he is, considering he's an orc, you know. You think he'd be pretty badass being an orc and everything, but no, he's kind of a bitch. Never mind. You can't have everything, can you? We got the wussiest orc, but, you know, that's why he likes to garden and stuff. Instead of punching faces, which is, you know, what orcs are probably known for the most. But anyway. Yeah, I'm just waiting for my decorative planks. I need 45 of them. That's going to be a while still. Going to be a while. Maybe we'll just hack away at some more grass. Oh, another thing we want to do quickly is build a rain barrel. They're important for getting fresh water. It's usually pretty fucking hard to find fresh water. There's always salt water, acid water around, but fresh water is a bitch to find. And that takes decorative planks as well, so we shall get there eventually. Maybe we'll build a barrel while we wait. It looks like we're going to miss out on our sleep anyway, so, you know, fuck it. Guess that's just what happens. That's just the way it goes. Yeah, it's morning now, so we're not sleeping tonight. It's not going to happen. But never mind. There's always another night. Tomorrow's another night. We'll sleep then. Sleep when I'm dead, you know? It looks like the iron is done. Oh, okay, our log ran out. These logs sometimes take a very long time to run out, so it's very hard to tell how much you should have in there. Last time I played, I like straight up had one log burning forever. And it processed like 60 iron. Yeah, our rain barrel's filling up with fresh water, which is fantastic. Because it is raining at the moment. So that is awesome. Maybe we'll build another one. Yeah, let's bang another one out. You don't know just how important this water is at this stage. We will try to focus on that. This is paused. I'm not sure why. Why did that pause? I do not know. But anyway. Okay, so this is starting to fill up as well. That's beautiful. And one thing I have noticed after playing it a couple of times already is that building priorities are very set. If you want to do as well as possible, it's very important to build certain things first. And most things have to be built before other things can be built. So very specific order that needs to be done. Needs to be taken care of. I'm still waiting on these planks to build a freaking bed. Actually, I think I've got enough. Let's see if we can put a bed together. I mean, it's already past sleepy time, but, you know, whatever. Can we put the bed in here? I've never actually got the tent to work, so I'm not exactly sure how it works. Am I meant to have like a bed roll or something in there? I'm not sure. I don't know. Oh, we got a bed. Like a bed. We'll put that inside somewhere and we can sleep in that when we get tired or something. Again, it doesn't work unless it's covered and you need to have a roof on the place. We're going to switch back to lumber planks for now. Because we need to get these walls finished. I didn't know if you had used this at night time if there was no bed in there. It didn't seem to work last time. But maybe we'll try again tonight. I'm not too sure. It's not a major. See what happens. I kind of want to empty this out. You can just empty them out and then you get it in your inventory and then it refills. But, you know, you don't want to... Sometimes you bugger off and you don't want to waste resources. It is very hard to get fresh water. And it's very, very necessary for planting and gardening. And in fact, we should probably have been doing that right now already. We should do some land. So this is tilled earth, which you need to make to actually plant anything. So that's what we're going to do now. We're going to make a nice little plot here. Because we need to grow hops and we need to grow all of that good stuff for the boozings of the orcishness thing. I don't know. Anyway, so we want to plant hops. We want to plant. Was it oats? Where's oats? We want to plant sugar beets. We want to plant. We'll plant some carrot seeds for food. These are tree seeds. Tree seeds don't work the same. Tree seeds you don't plant in soil like that. Where was the oats? Have we done oats already? There's hops again. There's oats. Alright, so we'll put some oats down. And we'll put 2 more oats and... Can we get some more hops? 2 more hops. There we go. Now you need to water these sucker ducks. Oh, we're in fight mode. I didn't mean to do that. Alright, so anyway, before we water that, we will come back and we will empty all this out. And it looks like our logs burned away again. So this is happening a lot faster than I'm used to. And we've got some stuff here. Not a huge amount, but you know. We might have to go and harvest some more trees soon. But when nighttime comes, we shall be ready. Alright, so if we want to... we will do fertilizer. So we can use the sawdust from the sawmill to fertilize our plants. And you just drag it over like that, and then we will use the bucket to water it with the nice fresh water that we got out of the barrels. It doesn't last very long, and unfortunately, we probably haven't got enough to last us, but it's just the way it goes, really. We'll just have to see how it goes. And hopefully, maybe we can put down some more walls now. We will see how many more walls we can actually forge at this point. Not many. And we're already running low on nails. And I wish I knew of a way to make nails ourselves. But at this stage, I don't seem to see any way of doing that. But, I don't know. There probably is a way, or maybe there's a blueprint I don't have yet. But if we figure it out, we figure it out. And if we don't, we don't. But it's still in alpha, so, you know, it is what it is. You know how it is. Sure, you all know how it is. Yep. We got a reasonable amount of money. We got some stuff planted. We're looking good. We're looking good. Now, we need to start making these brewery things. So we need the malt box, the wort boiler, and the brewing kettle. These are important. These are the basics you're going to need, but we also need walls first, so... Not sure. Maybe we'll make these now. I don't have enough. I need nails. I need lots and lots of nails. So where's this balloon guy? Is he still here? There he is. Alright, so we need a lot of nails. Like a buttload, like 200 at least. We got 300. That'll be good. Alright, now we will build the wort boiler and we need 75 iron. for the brewing kettle. So that's going to take some doing. But I suppose we got time. We'll build the malt box sort of here. I know this is very, very disorganized, but the brewing kettle's actually enormous. I will show you actually in a second. Hang on, because you can see the thing of it. This is the brewing kettle. It's huge. These two are little. That thing's huge. These little icons with the little house above them, that means that they don't work unless it's in a building, which means it has to have walls and a roof and a door. So that's going to take a little while. And it looks like our thing stopped again. I don't know why. That is a pain in the bum. Pop some oak logs in there. Yeah, so we're going to need a crap ton of iron. Crap ton. Shit ton. Shitload. 70 whatever. Iron. And we see if we can make some more walls now. Yeah, we can make a few more walls. I wish this wasn't like this, but I guess that's what you get for building next to a fucking cliff. Anyway, this seems like a good time to wrap it up here for this episode. I hope you guys are enjoying it. I thought it was a pretty nifty little game. And it definitely has a lot of potential. So hopefully we do see it as a fully realized game soon. But there will be links to everything appropriate in the description. I will carry on and I will get these walls done, and I'll probably get enough iron to build the kettle before we return. But we will come back to it tomorrow. And hopefully I'll be a little bit further ahead. But anyway, I hope you guys are enjoying it. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out with me, and I'll see you in the next episode.